For car enthusiasts, the golden age of automobiles remains deeply rooted in the past, a time when car manufacturers were driven by passion, competition, and the desire to create something truly unique. Today, the auto industry is dominated by mass production, and while cars are safer and more reliable than ever, many enthusiasts lament the days when automobiles had character, innovation, and a sense of individuality. 1. The spirit of innovation. Cars as works of art. In the 1960s and 1970s, car manufacturers weren't just trying to make reliable transportation, they were creating works of art. Automobiles were more than just machines. They were expressions of personality, style, and engineering prowess. Back in the day, car manufacturers like Chevrolet, Ford, Porsche, and Ferrari were constantly competing to push the boundaries of what cars could do. Each brand had its identity and focused on creating something that stood out from the competition. The Ford Mustang, for instance, didn't just revolutionize the automotive market, it became an icon of American culture. The car was bold, loud, and had that raw, unpolished charm that made it so unforgettable. Cars like the Porsche 911 or Ferrari 250 GTO weren't just built for speed, they were meticulously crafted for performance and aesthetics, each one a masterpiece in its own right. Every car had its own signature style, from the curves of the bodywork to the roar of the engine. Today, many cars seem to look and feel the same. Manufacturers are focused on mass production, often designing cars that meet a set of standardized criteria: efficient, comfortable, and of course, safe. But in the process, the personality of the car, the passion behind the design, and the innovation in performance have been lost. 2. Unmatched competition when car brands really cared. The fierce competition among car manufacturers in the 60s and 70s pushed the industry forward. During these years, brands were not only battling for market share, they were fighting to outdo each other with groundbreaking features and designs. In particular, American muscle cars like the Chevrolet Camaro, Dodge Charger, and Ford Mustang competed fiercely with each other, each model coming out with new features, more power, and greater performance. This was the golden age of American performance cars, with bold and aggressive designs to match the roaring engines underneath the hood. Meanwhile, European manufacturers like Porsche and BMW were in constant competition to create the ultimate sports car. The Porsche 911 is an example of a model that evolved over time, continuously refining itself while maintaining that distinct identity. The rivalry between Ferrari and Lamborghini to create the best Italian supercar pushed the envelope in terms of luxury, speed, and design. Today, the rivalry is more about brand loyalty and customer preferences. While brands like BMW and Mercedes-Benz still compete on performance, the level of excitement and innovation just isn't the same. Cars are more about fulfilling a set of consumer expectations than about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. 3. Performance and simplicity. Cars you could fix yourself. One of the things that set cars apart in the past was their simplicity. Back in the 70s and 80s, cars were less technologically complex, meaning that it was easier for enthusiasts to work on them themselves. Whether it was changing the oil, swapping out a carburetor, or installing a new set of spark plugs, working on your car was an experience that brought you closer to your vehicle. Take the Chevy Camaro or Ford Mustang from the 60s. These cars were designed to be as easy to modify and repair as they were to drive. This gave owners a sense of control and ownership, allowing them to truly personalize their vehicles. Today, however, modern cars are filled with electronic components, sensors, and complex computer systems that make it nearly impossible for the average person to perform any repairs without specialized knowledge and equipment. While this has improved the reliability and safety of modern cars, it's taken away the joy of tinkering with your car, something many car enthusiasts miss. 4. Cars that were built to last. Durability and timeless appeal. It's no secret that older cars were often built to last. While modern cars come with warranties and extended service plans, many car enthusiasts believe that older models were crafted with a sense of longevity in mind. Cars from the 60s and 70s were known for their robustness and durability. For example, Volvo is famous for its solid build quality. The Volvo 240 became legendary for its ability to rack up hundreds of thousands of miles without major issues. Other cars, like the Mercedes-Benz 300D or Toyota Land Cruiser, are often cited as some of the most reliable vehicles ever built. These cars were meant to withstand the test of time. In contrast, modern cars are designed with planned obsolescence in mind, a term used to describe products made with the expectation that they will need to be replaced after a certain certain period. Many car manufacturers focus on making vehicles that are efficient and cost-effective, but this sometimes comes at the expense of durability. 5. The cars that shaped pop culture. A love affair with automobiles. Back in the day, cars were more than just transportation. They were symbols of freedom and rebellion. They became synonymous with pop culture, from their appearances in movies and music to their place in everyday life. Cars like the DeLorean DMC-12 from Back to the Future, the Ford Mustang in Bullet, or the Chevrolet Impala in Supernatural captured our imaginations and became iconic figures in film and television. These vehicles were not just seen as machines, they were characters in their own right. In today's world, cars are still featured in movies and TV shows, but their cultural significance seems to have diminished. Car brands are focused on creating more utilitarian vehicles that serve practical purposes, rather than pushing the envelope on cultural impact. The love affair between people and their cars is, in many ways, not what it used to be. 6. Technological innovation, risk-taking versus standardization. In the past, manufacturers were not afraid to take risks when it came to new technologies. For example, turbocharging and supercharging were introduced in the 70s and 80s by manufacturers like Porsche, BMW, and Ferrari, offering an extra layer of performance that was unprecedented at the time. Similarly, aerodynamics played a huge role in car design, with models like the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray using lightweight materials and sleek designs to improve speed and handling. Even the introduction of four-wheel drive systems in the 80s allowed for off-road driving experiences that weren't possible before. Today, however, many of these innovations have become standardized. Electric vehicles, EVs, are gaining traction, but even here, manufacturers seem to be following trends rather than leading them with bold new concepts. Graph idea: a timeline of technological advancements in cars, from turbochargers to electric vehicles, comparing when risks were taken with when technologies became standard. 7. The end of car enthusiasm. Car culture has also shifted. In the past, people modified their cars to suit their personalities. There was a sense of community and excitement around personalizing vehicles with body kits, exhaust systems, and custom paint jobs. The cars were an extension of the driver's identity. Today, the trend is less about customization and more about owning a vehicle that fulfills basic needs. While there's still a niche for car enthusiasts and tuners, the mainstream automotive market has become more about comfort, safety, and efficiency rather than driving excitement. Conclusion: the legacy of yesterday's cars. While today's cars are safer, more efficient, and more technologically advanced, they often lack the soul and character of cars from the past. The passion, creativity, and competition that drove manufacturers to create something extraordinary has given way to mass production and standardization. While we can appreciate the technological progress of modern cars, there's something undeniably special about the vehicles that shaped the history of the automobile. So, while we might enjoy the benefits of modern engineering, let's not forget the golden age of automobiles, when manufacturers took risks, cars were truly unique, and the love for the open road was as powerful as ever. If you agree with these points, or have your own thoughts about how cars have evolved, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your opinion, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content on car history, tuning, and everything automotive. Stay tuned for more exciting videos.